New water safety boards have gone up next to 3 lakes in Telford. They have lots of information as well as life-saving throw lines for use in emergencies. They've been put up alongside the Blue Pool, Withy Pool and Sturchley Pool. Well, BBC Radio Shropshire's James Bond has gone to Withy Pool to find out more.
And what an idyllic scene. We are just behind Telford Shopping Centre, but basically we're in the middle of nowhere. Here is the Withy Pool. There's a family of birds sitting over there. You might be able to hear them. I don't know what moorhens do they? Screech, chuck, whatever. There's a lily pond. We've just seen a fish leap out of the water. I'm with Paul Fenn, who's Telford's safety manager. First of all, what a lovely spot. Well, a lot of people don't know it's here, probably.
No, it's just a stone's throw away from the town park. But as you can see, it's a great place to come and have a wander around with your family and children.
It absolutely is. And we're looking at it now. It's a lovely scene, but I suspect it's pretty deep in the middle.
Yes, it is, and we have a number of pools that are just outside of the main town park. Very nice to look at, but obviously come with their hidden dangers as well.
Well, come on, this is the time of year when everybody, especially young people, want to just jump in and cool off. Older people too. It's not very deep here. It's fine, isn't it?
I guess so. I mean, the one thing is we can't stop and we can't prevent children, young people, families from jumping in, from dipping their toes. What we really want to do is try and put some safety measures in place to make it as safe as possible.
And you've put these boards up, and there's a sort of a red box on it, which is a bit like a defibrillator box you see in villages, isn't it? What's in there?
What's in there is a throw line, and the whole sort of mechanics of the box is the fact that if somebody is in difficulty, they call 999, they speak to the fire service, and there's a unique code on the board. That then gives the fire service the eastings and northings of the exact location, and then at the same time they give the person that's on the phone the combination lock, so they can quickly get the throw line, and then they can obviously rescue as they see fit.
Now, obviously, you don't want them to be used. You want them to stay in their boxes, and everyone stays safe. But we've had a death recently, just this past week in Staffordshire up the road. There've been some other deaths reported. A girl in a river in Bury. Has that sort of prompted you to start thinking about the pools?
I'd like to think we're quite proactive anyway in Telford Wrekin. We do water safety as an annual feature at this year's Crucial Crew. Royal Life Saving Society says that 85% of all accidental drowning is in open water. So this is why we've made this decision at our 3 main pools where we know people do go in and have a swim, is to install these water safety boards.
Have you had any problems in the past?
Not since I've been in post.
Touch wood.
Touch wood, absolutely touching wood. What we found last year, though, is when we were doing some patrols of the area, because I think the town centre, the town park, Southwater is becoming increasingly popular, we're seeing an increased number of families, children, young people actually coming and exploring wider, seeing that there are a number of open pools, and then making a decision when it's really warm whether they want to go in or not.
So what could happen to somebody? I mean, I think this looks lovely now and I want to cool off. But what could happen if you get out there? As the birds have a bit of a flap as well.
Well, as you can see, 6 foot from the edge of the pool you can see, but actually we don't know what's underneath there. There could be all sorts. There could be trolleys, there could be reeds. But it's not just about what's in there, it's about you as a person. How comfortable and confident are you as a swimmer? If you get cold, will you start to panic? Have you consumed any alcohol? So it's all these key factors you have to take into consideration. What we say is if you do plan to go in, is make sure you're with a group of people, make sure that you're not weighted down with a lot of clothes, and keep to the edge of the pool, to be honest.
I was there just recently, actually, a couple of weeks ago. I went to visit my son in Scotland, and we went into the sea because it was a boiling hot day, and it was really, really cold in the North Sea, and it amazed me how quickly that started to take over.
Yes, and that's the issue, is the shock value, really, that if you're really warm, and then you decide to go and jump in, it's that shock to the body and how you can deal with that shock, and do you freeze, are you unable then to swim to the side? So what we do say is if you are planning to go in, and we really wish that you don't, but actually just go in genuinely and gradually and just keep about 6 foot. Don't go in any more than 6 foot, so you are able to come out if you're feeling some discomfort, if you're feeling cold, etc.
Well, the bottom of the lake sort of shelves away. We can see it for about 6 feet, as you say, Paul, and then goodness knows what's there. You're not being killjoys, are you? You just want people to be safe and sensible.
Absolutely, and when we do speak to a wide range of people that are deciding to go in, we just say we want to keep you safe. We're not saying you can't go in, we certainly can't stop you from going in, But if something happens, those water safety boards are there as a last resort.
Paul, thank you very much. So here we are at the lake. It's beautiful, actually. If you haven't come out the back of the town park before, and you can see the big children's climbing frame, the huge one in the distance. It's that between there and Telford Rugby Club. There's so much to see, but enjoy it and stay safe. That's the message.